right hand that just kind of complements everything else. You know, and anytime someone's got knockout power, it changes everything. Much to change the fight. Kenny Licea really believes in that right hand, and that makes for a dangerous striker.
Licea told us that he's willing to open up and go hard for the finish. He said Corey Davis is strong, but he's also slow. Licea said that I'm going to counter him with what I believe is my superior speed and my superior timing.
Yeah, we see the coaches there, Shannon Wooder, Cody Cricky, both out of Topeka, good jiu-jitsu coach, good striking coach. Licea's from a good camp out there in the Topeka, Kansas area. Seen him quite a few times, and just overall is a tough fighter.
Joe, your keys to victory for Kenny Licea are presented by Bad Boy.
Licea needs to keep this fight at the boxing range to try to avoid the wrestling. And if you want to avoid wrestling and takedowns, it's always a good job to take the center and stay off the cage. Keep his back off the cage, keep the fight at boxing range, and I think he'd have success there against Corey Davis.
Corey Davis, a high school wrestler here in his native Nebraska, as he has transitioned to MMA, he's put the primary emphasis of his training on boxing. 1-0 in his pro career, 7-0 in his AMI MMA career. He said, I'm going to start slowly in this bout against Kenny Licea. I feel that I can read him, react, slowly turn up the pressure as this fight progresses all the way to the finish.
Yeah, Davis, a tough competitor. I've coached against him several times, and he always shows up on fight night. Tough guy, tough wrestler. He's in for it with Kenny Licea.
Joe, your keys to victory for Corey Davis are presented by Bad Boy.
Corey Davis has to watch out for the right hand of Licea. He's got to keep his left hand high and not get caught with that big right hand. And I also believe he needs to rely on his wrestling tonight. He's a wrestling base who got a knockout in his last fight as a pro. He needs to knock it over aggressive on the feet. Remember, he's a wrestler.
In the welterweight division, Kenny Licea versus Corey Davis. Our tale of the tape is presented by Bad Boy.
Kenny Licea comes in 169.8, Corey Davis 170.4.
Back we go to Mike Markham.
The following bout is presented by B2 Interactive. This bout is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the Victory FC welterweight division. Introducing first, the man fighting out of the Harris Hotel and Casino blue corner, a mixed martial artist with a record of 4 victories opposite a single defeat. He stands 6 feet tall and weighted at 169.8 pounds. Fighting out of Emporia, Kansas, by way of Medford, Oregon, Kenny Licea. His opponent fights out of the CageTix.com red corner, a wrestler. His professional mixed martial arts record stands at 1-0. He stands 6 feet tall. His official weight, 170.4 pounds. Fighting out of Omaha, Nebraska, Corey Davis. Your referee, Brendan Feinstein.
Round number 1. Tonight's fight clock is presented by Alienware, the ultimate gaming experience. As you see, black trunks for both fighters, blue glove tape for Kenny Licea, red glove tape for Corey Davis. Shot in immediately. Power double on the takedown. Licea looking for the guillotine. Davis fighting out of half guard.
Great job of establishing top position by Corey Davis after the takedown. Doesn't look in any real danger from this guillotine. Is able to free his leg from half guard and pass the side control, and is now controlling from the top on an early takedown.
Keep your tweets coming. Worldwide on Twitter, use the hashtag VFC56. Our live tweets are powered by Herdat. Davis walking up the half guard of Licea.
Licea is choosing to hang on to that head, and really at this point, he's just keeping himself attached to Corey Davis, and it's making it hard for him to move from the bottom. He'd have a lot more freedom with his hips if he'd let go of the head. Try to either get back to full guard or establish an underhook and try to get back up to his feet.
See Davis pressure on the knee, now to the body with the right hand.
Licea showing off some strength there. He obviously is a strong guy. He just threw Davis right off him.
Corey Davis staying tight on Kenny Licea. Wide defensive base held by Licea. Davis again looking for the takedown. Licea looking for the guillotine off of that takedown, the closed guard. You can see a lot of squeeze now from Kenny Licea. Licea went with the takedown, locked on the guillotine, almost turned that into jump guard.
Yeah, I think he decided to take guard as he was getting elevated. Not a great angle here on this guillotine. It looks like Davis has it defended, but Licea is really giving some squeeze into this, and he looks like a powerful guy, but abandons it.
Licea let it go, closes guard, now holding half can opener position. Short elbow from Davis. Three left hands to the body. Licea on bottom position, but making things difficult, Joe, for Corey Davis.
And Licea isn't just resting, you know, he's working, he's doing a good job defending, he's threatened with a couple submissions. That's keeping Davis from really getting off on his offense.
Nice pass into side control for Davis, showing his athleticism.
Yeah, very good pass. Ends up in side control. He's in a dominant position now. We'll see if he tries to look for a submission or tries to inflict damage with strikes.
Davis sucking in the near side ankle, moved to north-south. Good turn from Licea. Davis matching that turn. Davis trying to step over the full mount, getting very high. Trying to find side control now in half guard as Licea postures onto his hip. 90 seconds remaining round number one. This is very tactical on the ground, very tight on the ground.
Yeah, Licea is staying so active that Corey Davis hasn't thrown a strike in probably a minute. He's not landing any punches or elbows.
There's an elbow. Second one didn't get through.
Very good job, and I think that if he used more of the strikes, it would open things up for him, because right now he's letting Licea turn this into a grappling match when he's stuck in a bad position on bottom.
Davis from side control, knee on belly. Big knee to the body. Licea still turning. Licea very active on bottom position. See Davis keeping his head tight. You can definitely win a round on the ground off of your back in MMA, but you need to be very active to do so. Knee on belly again from Corey Davis. Active with your subs, and even active with your strikes, certainly active with your positioning, Joe.
Yeah, without a doubt. You know, I don't think that's the case in what we're seeing right now. Licea is doing a good job, but he's doing a really good job of being on defense. He's not doing a good job of being offensive.
Looking for the knee bar. As Big John McCarthy says, you defended a submission. Congratulations, you get to stay in the fight. Davis trying to finish the fight now, working on the rear naked choke. That is deep. Brandon Fox still getting close. Look at there's the tap. Just before the bell, the win for Corey Davis.
I was waiting for the bell. I heard the clacker go off. There couldn't have been more than 2 or 3 seconds left in that round, but when you're done, you're done. Licea chose not to go to sleep. Taps out right at the end of the round. Hard-fought ground battle there in that fight. Davis was able to establish his takedowns right away. Licea, to his credit, stayed busy on bottom, but couldn't get anything done from there. Gets caught in a rear naked choke to end the fight.
Our move of the fight is presented by All Max Nutrition.
Here we see the beginning of the fight. Corey Davis, good use of his jab. He feinted a jab to set up his double leg. ends up in the top position, never let Licea off the ground. Here we see him sink both hooks in, chokes in deep at the end of the round, but was able to get the tap out there with just a couple seconds left. Great job of him establishing the hooks here, 1 and 2, because he knew he had the choke, but you got to have the dominant body position if you don't want to get thrown off the top. He's able to do enough to get the submission and the win for Corey Davis, now 2-0 in the VFC.
Let's go to Mike Markham.
The bout ends at 4 minutes 58 seconds of the opening round. We have a tap out. Your winner by submission, the rear naked choke, Corey Davis.
2 seconds remaining in round number 1. The submission fully locked on, and tap coming from